Let me ask you, do you want $1 million idea? Well, let me tell you that everyone has $1 million idea. And when I say $1 million idea, it doesn't just have to be monetarily. It could be that idea that can change your life, your relationship, your career. And what happens is that we're letting our brain use us instead of us using our brain, right? And I'll give you an example. You have a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. And the way that it works is that it's very goal orientated. So if you tell it something enough times, then it looks for that. For example, you might buy new shoes and then you go around and you start seeing everyone having similar shoes, or you might buy a new car and then that car just appears everywhere because your brain is looking for it. And I could say for my own life, whether it was my business, when I started a photography company, I put it out there that this is what I want to created the vision and everything. And I heard people talking, on the side, talking about that they need a photographer. And my brain picked it up. Because again, your brain has like a million bits of information that it's picking up, but is only able to process like a small amount of that. So when you give your brain a command, that's what it's looking for. So first thing, if you want to take advantage of your brain to have that $1 million idea, first you have to give it a command and tell it what you want, right? And then you have to be specific of that. The other part is that you have to give your brain the opportunity to be silent. I think all of us take so much time to fill our time with like either social media, playing a game, or whatever it is that we can get distracted. But it's in that silence that we find the answers that we're looking for. And I'll give you a perfect example. Albert Einstein always said that his best ideas actually came while he shaved. And for me, it always comes like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking up, I wake up, it's like, oh, I have this great idea. But what happens to most people? They don't write it down. They just say, oh, I'll remember it in the morning, but they never do, right? So if you want to take advantage of it too, carry a notebook around. Write all the ideas, no matter how crazy they are, as you go out throughout your day. And then also look for that place of silence for you. Where's that place that your mind wanders? So for some people, it's the shower. For me, it's driving. When I drive, I don't have the radio on. I don't have anything. My brain just kind of wanders. And when you allow your brain to wander, then you're allowing your brain to have that opportunity to really process things, to give you the ideas. And again, when it comes up, write it down. And you never know, and then reflect on that. At the end of the day, sometimes I look back at what I wrote and then kind of process those ideas, see what's going to work, what doesn't work, and then just let my brain basically deep dive into some of those ideas. Start doing research on it. But the reality is that it all starts with just allowing that space. Giving your brain a command, because if you're giving the brain the wrong commands, it's going to search for the wrong things. So give your brain the command of the things that you want to create, and once you do that, have the opportunity to actually give your brain that space and then write it down. And if you do that, you'll realize that you have ideas that you would have never imagined that can transform your life. Again, it doesn't have to be monetarily.